every step involved. Okay, real quick, real quick. I want you guys to let me know if you hear this right now. Just tell me, do you hear me right now? Checking. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, that was so. Oh my god, I hate this right now. Especially. Okay. So I'm gonna literally pretend that none of that last 30 minutes ever happened on stream because it wasn't, and I'll tell you guys why that is. Here, let me show you what's going on. So, let me take the camera all the way over. So, this what you guys see is YouTube's new live streaming setup, right? It wasn't like that before. It was not. It used to be just oh my god, this thing is not really loose on it. But the thing to pay attention to is that boy right there. That button that says end stream. And alternatively, it would be say start streaming or something along the lines of that. I never pressed that button. And apparently, you need to have that button pressed for video to be accepted and then displayed worldwide. Whereas previously, it never did. It never required that. But, okay, we're just going to pretend that good 30 minutes never happened. I am so happy about that. No, I'm not. So, let's start in 3, 2, 1, and start it. Whew. Okay. And then retroactively, I can start it again with editor Justin. Please add the intro prior to this. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin. You're watching 290 of DangIT Productions. Technically, again, because I spent the last 30 minutes talking to everyone. And when I mean by everyone, I meant talking to people that I saw, but they couldn't hear me. But that was really dumb. Because that was something that I realized in a couple streams, but just didn't realize about this one. Essentially, what happened, just kind of to recap formally for the podcast, is that the new live streaming, well, it's relatively new. I kind of been holding off on using it until recently. Since I had updated my computer and lost that link to the old podcast portal or live stream portal, this one requires an extra step to actually show that you're live, and that was just a button that I never clicked. So everything was like, start streaming, start recording, boom, it should go live. No, you have to hit start stream on the other, like the web page to sync it together. So I'm kind of upset about that because one, I'm sick, so I didn't want to go for as long as I did, and will, and that means I had to go through all my listings again. So let's start with the simple recap. I'm sick. Starting Thursday, I got the coughs. Thought I was okay. Friday comes in. I'm not feeling okay. In fact, I had to call off work and just rest for the rest of the day. It was pretty bad. Like when I came back home, it was just like, I'm like getting headaches up the wazoo. My coughs aren't getting any better. Dad like directs me back to bed and gives me like a Tylenol to use it. But listen, I don't appreciate the F's in the chat. But people were talking about Pokemon. I thought I was jumping in and engaging in the conversations, or people just kind of went in on their own conversations again. Congestion, indeed it is. I also think it's a flu because I got chills too. Dude, like, let me direct you guys to what's going on here. We got gloves here. We got the Zelda scarf ready and willing. We got some pants, light jacket, thicker jacket, softer jacket, by the way, and another thick jacket, and double layered socks. It's bad. This boy needs to be warm. I got to a point last night though, right before I was going to hit the shower, that I was just absolutely matted down from head to toe almost, with all the layers of clothing. And as I was trying to get out of bed, I was like, okay, let's just take off like all these clothing layers. And I felt my chest, and I was like, that's really warm. Felt the bare skin chest. I was like, that's really warm. Oh my God. But I was like, you know what? If I had a pet animal, they'd probably curl up beside me because they want that. I'm like that one like material item that a cat will like get drawn to if it's the warmest thing in the room. But let's see. No, that's pretty much it. Oh, my lol is 2 times bigger. Hello there, General Kenobi. The shower works in wonders. I did take a shower. That was, or I'm not sure if you're directing to me, but shower. That was a beautiful thing. It was generally a beautiful thing. You know what? I'll have to go through my topics list for a second time now. But essentially, what I was doing yesterday was pretty much just resting like at the bedside, literally right here, as I was just listening to some music on Spotify and just watching like the games done quick on Twitch. That was super helpful. It really was, because it just kind of passed by the time so greatly. So, oh yeah, another thing that I talked about in the podcast that never existed online. You can see I'm not too mad about this, but I am a general amount of mad. Smash Tourney. As you guys know, our Smash Tourney is this upcoming weekend. Not this weekend, the next one. On the 18th. It's a Saturday. It's gonna happen at 12 p.m. Essentially, we have the idea of making it at the same time as the podcast. However, we're also hungry folks at on Saturdays, hanging out at Seffi's like area, so we decided to move it to 12. So here's what we got. Here's the prize packages or the prize winnings for the Smash Tourney. So I just want to give this real quick, announce it. It's a pretty small like winning rewards though, because I just want to keep it minimalistic but also practical for other people. So I got a controller for you guys, whoever wins. It's a wired controller. It's the GameCube design one. Last time we had the not the Pro controller. We had the what was it? The Splatoon inspired one with the green and the purple, and I really like those. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to give Joy-Cons all the time. It's like, let's go with the wired controller, since it makes more sense with Smash Brothers being still like a popular scene. And the fact that GameCube controllers still are pretty much predominantly like the best controllers for Smash Brothers. So there's that one. And of course, we have this $50 eShop rewards. So this could be used for any of your indie games. Plus, if say you have an interest in purchasing the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, you can most certainly spend it on that as well. So that's what I got for you guys for that. So next week, 12, just stay subscribed to the YouTube channel. So, and then everything will be kind of somewhat like smoothed out from there. Shading the kid's just like, bruh, I would just love a Switch. That's right. Nah, don't worry about it. You know what? Some people will be like, oh, you know, you could just. Well, actually, how much is the Switch Lite? Isn't it like 200? I don't know. That can still be kind of expensive to people. So okay. Well, I can't really say much about a Switch, because if I were to give like a winnings for a Switch, it means like someone have an extra Switch on hand, and it's like that's not entirely a necessity for some people. So I have to really think about like something that is an accessory or something that would help people for other things. So usually like the gift card is always a nice thing. I could buy Smash with that. No, you can't. Not with the $50 one, unless you found some crazy trade-in offers for it. But yeah, possible birthday gift, says Mark. So yeah, I mean, like, just go at it. I'm probably not going to be training all that much, so I'm kind of like out of the competition. It's not because like I want to be competitive, or oh wait, let me rewind that. It's not because I'm not competitive about it. It's because I don't really have the time to practice anymore. I'm busy doing everything under the sun except for doing Smash Brothers stuff, and that's usually working out, or doing all the YouTube stuff. Actually, you know what? Working out has been a big thing for me this year, already coming into it, and I'm happy about that. Except for this time when I got sick, because now it just sucks now. Shading's willing to play Smash Brothers. He's gonna enter the tourney knowing that he'll win stuff that he can't really quite use at that time. So, good luck to you, Shadig the Kid, if you're interested in it. And those who are interested in it, well, I wish they gave it around for this one. Honestly, what you guys can do, it's weird because like we don't really have a lot of people like on board. Like a full roster listing. I would have had Gabe do it, but he's actually out this week, or at least this Saturday. He'll be coming back in tomorrow. So, we still have more details about the thing. Sorry, I'm not making much coherent sense. But essentially, we do still have our Smash Tourney, what was it, channel on our Discord. I wonder if I can share this. Yeah, like online settings, I guess. Those first couple coughs. Great. Let's see. So, let me see. I think I can share it through here. So anyone who's like generally interested in it, I think at some point we'll have like some kind of cap off for when we'll stop it, or stop counting certain things. If I could make coherent sense about it. But here, it's a link to our Discord. Just say that you're interested in it with a hashtag or an @DangItJustin or something like that. Let me see. Is that my? Because I had to double check this stuff too. Or no, just like dang it, it seems. Yeah. @DangIt, and just say that you're interested in doing the Smash Tourney on our Discord, and we will add you to that. The rules have been the same. And I say he discussed the rule set with you. Well, it's been discussed. He told me you better dodge. And I said, I try. That was so messed up, though. Honestly, the way I went out was the worst way possible. But you know what? Steven made it to the finals. And I was like, you know what? Anything goes. Add Hash Brown into it. In fact, he's probably like in the Discord chat as well. Oh, hold on. Before I get distracted with other things, let me remind myself that I'm still running the show here. Yeah, I'll do that after the fact. Let me talk a little briefly about the Pokemon Direct. Oh God, I hate the fact that I'm just going through all this again. Pokemon Direct. Mystery Dungeon looks alright. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the fact that the demo ready and playable that can carry over your save data. That's super cool. Oh yeah, the expansions for Sword and Shield, that's $30. It pretty much acts as, whoa, God. The downside, though, is that you have to, well, I guess, good side is that it's $30 extra. So with having Sword and Shield already in place, you don't have to spend an extra set of money to buy a game with additional content where you have to like play on your own file. You can just carry stuff over. The downside, though, is that if you are interested in the game and want to get that downloadable content, that's just an extra bucks more expensive. Does that make any sense? Because it's not like, Pokemon Gold and Silver, $30. Okay, cool. What was it? Pokemon Crystal, $30. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And now it's like Pokemon Sword and Shield. All right, cool. Pokemon Sword and Shield expansive, $30. Okay, cool. But I have to actually pay for the previous stuff, right? Right. So it makes sense to us right now who have been playing Sword and Shield, but for those who haven't and need a reason why, say someone was turned off by the fact that like Pokedex wasn't completely filled, and now they're seeing it being expanded, and then like, okay, I guess I can do it. They have to pay the extra $30 for it though, or no, they don't actually. The Pokedex expansion doesn't cost anything. It's actually free downloads, but the added things like the legendary encounters and stuff like that, yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more money. We got Andy as well, who will be joining us for the Smash Journey. Alrighty. Tyrone's asking how the new office is coming along. It's going all right. It's actually going all right. We had an update since last week about how it went, and that's pretty much what you guys saw was pretty much the finalized version of what not the finalized, but it's the most up-to-date version of the office right now. And we will expand on a little bit more. It's just that we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow. Depends on our schedule. And depends on how well-being I am. I know it. I mentioned earlier in the podcast, but I'm sick, so I'm gonna spend a little bit more time just recovering, just so I can carry on and do other things. That's why you guys haven't really seen any like releases for videos this week. It's just I've been busy, and then I guess I got caught with a sickness, and I was like, fuck it. Let's see. Hold on. Tyrone's saying, and I see we're participating in the GF witch hunt again. Wait. What? Hey, it's half the price of the former game. I'd gladly play 30 over 60. The new Reggies and everything like that. But that's the problem though, is that if you want to play the full game, it's not like you're playing like Pokemon Crystal like from the get-go, when you knew that, like, for example, like with Gold and Silver, it's like, oh, this is super cool, and then they throw Pokemon Crystal at you. It's just like Final Mix for Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Like, you know that a better version is coming out, so you just wait, you hold your money, and here comes the new version with the same price tag. You're like, all right, let's go in. But here, it's like, it's always going to be an additional $30 if you want everything. So, no matter how long you wait, unless they decide to release something that has like the completed version of it, of either game, whether it be separate or they're melt together into like a Sword and Shield or / gun type of thing where it has all the DLC included, it's still always going to have that additional $30 price tag to it. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. People were talking about other things in the Pokemon Direct, and as they should, because they kind of released a lot of things. The thing I gravitate towards is actually just generally just the wild areas, because I kind of want to see what it all kind of looks like. But the next thing I gravitate towards is just, I want to know more about like the Galarian versions of like the legendaries, See, the thing is that they never talk about it, but the legendary Pokemons that you will see in anime and the games will always kind of specify them as like a one-time encounter. Like that's the one Moltres in that world, okay? But here they show us there's Galarian forms of Moltres. Well, yeah, Moltres. Do people say Moltres or Moltres? I think it's Moltres, and Zapdos and Articuno. The fact that they have Galarian forms indicates that they're more than just one legendary trio at a time. Like that's to say that there could be like Alolan versions of like Suicune or Raikou or Entei. Like this has a lot of like interpretations added to it. Like, what if Mesprit was like, man, fuck the springs. I'm gonna go out somewhere. Goes to Alolan's like, oh, I like it here. Puts on some shades, and then like one suntan day later becomes Alolan Mesprit. Perhaps the relatives. I wonder about that though, because you also have to consider that they're genderless. So the way of productivity is reproduction is going to be really interesting to kind of describe as well, because like you have to explain that too. Because how can you explain there being two Moltres at a time while one looks different from the other? But of course, like things like like Alolan Vulpix makes sense. It's just Vulpix just migrate over there and they start reproducing. It's like then boom, there we go. But legendary Pokemons, that's a different type of beast. I do like I'm in favor in a tie between Galarian Zapdos and Galarian Articuno as like my favorites. The fact that Galarian Zapdos gets like those powerful hind legs that let him just like travel across like a fucking road runner, and Galarian Articuno is just Articuno and then cooler Articuno. Explanation: Arceus allows it. That's the riddle me this. Riddle me this. Did Arceus come with a fairy type template just for Arceus? Or if Arceus was to spend one suntan full day in Alolan, would he become Alolan Arceus? And vice versa, if he went to the Galar region, would he become a Galarian Arceus? At that point, I feel like he'd be like, that's a little bit of favoritism towards a certain region. In that case, Arceus is actually regionalist. Also, Dragon and Electric, the Regis. I'm glad that they expanded on the Regis. It's weird though, because the Regis were considered the legendary trio. Like every single Pokemon game has a legendary trio attached to them. Granted though, I don't think Sword and Shield is the one that doesn't have a legendary trio, huh? That's weird. That's really weird. Although, does X and Y have a legendary trio either? I don't think they do. I think we've been slowly like spacing out from that too. Actually, yeah. At some certain point, they dropped the whole idea of having legendary trios in their games. I think ending it off with Generation 5. And then from 6 and onwards, they just kind of stopped that. But Ibrahim said you said that earlier or something like that. I don't know. Non-stop trading. I see that one from way above there. But let me see, because boy, this is what's gonna cost me for having to do the podcast twice, because as you guys now know, I'm not feeling the best, and I was meaning to keep this at a rough 30 minutes, which at this time and the context of everything, this is actually 50 minutes because I did one of a podcast that didn't exist for you guys to see, and so I'm just redoing it again. Oh God! But I'll still keep talking for the next. Actually, that'd be 6.5 minutes. So yeah, I can still do that. I'm just a little weak, little dry throated. G-Max Blastoise is a fortress. That still boggles me though. Like the G-Max forms, they exist, but they don't exist either. It's all just like an astral projection. But then they have these cool looking forms, but they're actually not there. So it's just one of the weirdest things. But you know, we'll go for it. Like it's the next cool thing versus Mega Evolutions. I wasn't such a fan of the Z moves either, though. So, damn. Now I think about the new anime for Pokemon with Ash and Go. Dude, they dropped Z moves like that. Like Ash in the beginning of the anime, he goes in, he's like, "Oh shit, here comes a wild Caterpie again. Here we go." And then Pikachu like slaps him like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing? We don't talk about that." Like Pikachu's like straight up like over the Alolan generation. He was so sick and tired of doing those Z moves. But yeah, I think everyone loved the Mega Evolutions too. I want to live on G-Max Blastoise back. Mega Culture, I see. Oh yeah. I'll have to say, like, the G-Max forms for our new stars is pretty exciting. I like Rillaboom's because it really is, like, he just evolves his drum set. And then Cinderace, yo. I think they've taken a lot of One Piece cues from that one. And that and I don't want to say Fire Force, but you know what? That's kind of close. Literally, shoot, I forgot the final evolutions for the water starter's name. But essentially, it's just a sniping tower. It's like, yo, what? You can't do this to me. Oh yeah, and Tyrone didn't mention something. Yes, they did release a new Pokemon movie trailer. It's really interesting. They decided to go off a brand new branching path, with that new timeline with Ash and Pikachu. It's really interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be pushed to that extent, like continue to be made, but all right. Even as says Venusaur is a jungle. Inteleon gets a gun. Yeah, you're right. Oh, but Venusaur, as Gabe has put it, he got that coconut head hairdo. But I'm just glad that both Venusaur and Blastoise, and of course their pre-evolutions, get to come back into the game. It's like, come on, like, listen. Charizard, along with Pikachu, moreover Charizard, have become the epitome of overratedness. Like, it's weird because, like, when you look at like Charizard's like actual stat spread, it's just all right. It's just all right. We just think about like the extent of it and the max potential. And it's only when he reaches like his mega evolutions that people start seeing him more as a competitive Pokemon. And that's what Mega Evolutions had done for Pokemon since then. For a certain select set of Pokemon, anyway. Yeah, don't you mean the bowl cut for 5-year-olds? No, I'm talking about Coconut Head. Oh man. But oh, I guess you guys didn't see it either. Um, we were doing whatchamacallit, the weight room as usual, but I guess you guys never really saw it because it never got displayed for it. But I was playing some music from the Final Fantasy VII remake, cause that shit got leaked. But what brought that on was the fact that I played it on YouTube, and it ended really abruptly. So that was a thing. But that was going to link into the fact that, yeah, that game did just get leaked like the other night. And I was like, yo, someone just went in and just like hacked in and downloaded and began to stream Final Fantasy VII Remake, the demo. And it's pretty much the whole bombing mission, all of that. And that's pretty much it. And as far as the gameplay itself, it's exactly how they have showed it before. Just for like, how long was it? That person was taking their long, sweet ass time. So it was like 20 to 30 minutes of a demo worth, which I think it was pretty sizable, and it gives you a really good idea of like, one, the gameplay, two, and the mechanics, and how you will just kind of like roam around, and three, the character interactions. So I think it's done a good job in covering every single thing that you need to or want to know when you jump into the game. Let's see. Anything else? No, that's pretty much it on my end. We're at the 30-minute mark now, and I just got the instance of the headaches, pain split in my right ear. So, but let's see. Oh yeah, still hoping it gets on Xbox. Final Fantasy VII. I could sworn it was going to, but if it isn't, then it's like, that's why I got a PlayStation 4. Gonna cop that. That's how we're playing Death Stranding. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I gotta do some testing to see if game capture can work with my laptop. It was having some issues before, so I gotta do some testing after this. Light testing though. I still need a rest. Speaking of which, I should rest. So I should end this podcast real soon. So I appreciate Mark and Ibrahim and then Corbin, literally everyone in the chat right now who's brought awareness to the fact that initially I wasn't actually like showcasing a stream. Stupid YouTube. And so even though this sucked, I'm glad I was able to just do another podcast real quick. But let's see. One last thing, couple here actually. Mark was just saying Smash fans about to march into Nintendo if they don't announce Fighter 5 soon. So yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day just resting up because the sickness is still not all the way cleared out, but you guys are catching me on the better end of it for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and just let you guys know, we do have the reactions kind of up to date for My Hero and somewhat of Ruby. I gotta upload it. Because some of it has been exported already. Some do need to be exported from the software, and then need to be uploaded later on. It's just that I've been just doing it all in bulk, so I can just upload it all at once. But yeah, all right. We had a new My Hero episode. People just go ahead and watch it. Just go ahead and watch it. It's gonna take us a while to go and get that uploaded. So just enjoy that for yourselves. Just enjoy that for yourselves, okay? Because I already seen the excerpts. I've already read the manga for it. It's just how can I even describe it? You have the same energy as your sibling, as a sibling whose other sibling gets yelled at by their mom, and he's been waiting for it. He's like, oh, oh. But Okay, I'll end here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Dang Podcast. It's been episode 290. It's actually technically been a second take of it. But yeah, my name is Justin, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hashtag bye, everyone. Hopefully I'll get better soon by the following next week, since we all get to be